Here in this class I am going to explain about this one concept, that is interrelation between the parameters. So this concept, it represents the relation between the parameters. That means there are different types of parameters: Z parameters, Y parameters, transmission line parameters, and hybrid parameters. Here, first one, relation with Z parameters. Z parameters in terms of Y parameters. Second one, the Z parameters in terms of transmission parameters, or hybrid parameters, like that. So it is having one type of method, it is having another type of methods. You see here, that means what I want to say here is the relation between the parameters, and inverse of that parameter will have one method, and to get the relation between one parameter and the other parameters except the inverse of that parameters will have another method. That means this type of relation will have one method, this type of relation will have another method. So first let me explain about this one. That means the relation between the Z parameters in terms of Y parameters, how to get the relation. You see, what we know for this two-port network, this is a two-port network. Voltages, input voltage are the voltage at port 1, current at port 1, voltage at port 2, current at port 2. Okay, right. And we want to represent the Z parameters in terms of Y parameters. So we write here the Y parameters equations, that is I1, I2, that is equal to is Y11, Y12, Y21, Y22, and here it is V1, V2. Right. Next here I1 is equal to Y11 V1 plus Y12 V2. Next I2 is equal to Y21 V1 plus Y22 V2. Right. Now what are the equations what are the equations that represents the relation between the input voltages and output voltages, input currents and output currents in terms of Z parameters? You see here V1 is equal to, we know that V1 is equal to Z11 into I1 plus V2 that is Z12 into I2. Next similarly V2 is equal to Z21 into I1 plus Z22 into I2. Right. To find out this Z11 in terms of Y11, I need to convert these equations in such a manner that V1 is equal to, it is in terms of this V1 it is in terms of, it is a function of I1 and I2. Right. Here also V2 should be, it is a function of I1 and I2. Here also it is V1 is a function of I1 and I2. V2 is a function of I1 and I2. By comparing these two equations with these two equations, we are able to find the relation between these Y parameters and Z parameters. How it is, I will going to derive here. Here you see, from this equation, if I want to find out this V1, this is the formula. You see, V1 is I1, I2. Determination of I1 and I2, it is Y12, Y22 divided by, this is Y11, Y21, Y12, Y22. So this is the formula for finding this v1 from these equations. See here, v1 is equal to, just we need to substitute this i1 and i2 in place of this y1 and y2. You see here y1 i2, y12 y22, y12 y22, okay, divided by the determination of this matrix, y matrix, y11, y12, y21, y22. This is how I can find the value of v1. Okay, this is the formula for finding the v1. Next, you see here, if I find this determination, i1 into y22 minus i2 into y12 divided by y11 y22 minus y21 y12. Okay, so this is this y11 into y22 minus y21 into y12 is nothing but delta y, right? So now v1 is equal to y22 into divided by delta y, y22 here, y22 divided by delta y into i1 minus, what is that, plus, okay, plus minus y12 divided by delta y into i2. Now let us compare this equation. Let us assume this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. Let us assume this is equation number 3. Next, by comparing these two equations, equation number 1 and equation number 3, we are able to find out the value of z11. Z11 is equal to y22 divided by delta y, right? v1 is equal to, it's a function of i1 i2, it is also a function of i1 i2. So from these two equations, z11 is equal to y22 divided by delta y, z12 is equal to minus y12 divided by delta y. Similarly, you try to find the value of v2 from this equation, from these two equations. From these two equations, I am going to find this v2 now using the formula. To find out this v2, just I need to write like this, y11 y21, you know, to write as it is y11 y21, and in place of this y12 and y22 you need to substitute i1 and i2. It is i1 and it is i2 divided by, save this y11 y12 y21 and it is y22. So from this you see is y11 i2 minus y21 i1 divided by y11 y22 minus y21 y12. So it is nothing but delta y. So from this I can write this equation as minus y21 divided by delta y, this one, minus y21 divided by delta y into i1 plus y11 divided by delta y into i2. Is it okay? So this v2 is equal to minus y21 divided by delta y into i1 plus y11 divided by delta y into i2. Let us assume it is equation number 4. It is equation number 4. So by comparing these equations, equation number 1, 2 and equation number 3 and 4, z11 is equal to y22 divided by delta y, z21 is equal to minus y21 divided by delta y, z22 is equal to y11 divided by delta y, right? So now let us write the relation between the z parameters and y parameters, z11 from equations 1, 2, 3 and 4. z11 is equal to this one, y22 divided by delta y. Next, z12 is equal to minus y12 divided by delta y. Okay. Next, z21 is equal to minus y21 divided by delta y. Next, z22 is equal to y11 divided by delta y. So this is the relation between the z parameters and y parameters. So it is having one type of method. So this is the method. We need to follow this method to find out the relation between one parameter and the inverse of that parameters. So this is the method to find out the relation between one parameter and the inverse of that parameters. Now coming to this second one, that means this will give the relation between one parameter and other parameters except the inverse of that parameters. That means the z parameters, second one, relation between the z parameters in terms of, let us assume, the transmission line parameters. So this will have the other method. Okay, let me explain. So here I need to find out the z parameters in terms of transmission line parameters. To find out the relation, first you write this transmission line parameters equation. What are the equations? V1, I1. So this is the V1 and I1. It is A, B, C, D, and here it is V2 minus I2. So this is the matrix which will give us the relation between the input side voltages and currents with the output side voltages and currents in terms of ABCD parameters or transmission line parameters. So V1 is equal to, from this, AV2 minus BI2. Next, I1 is equal to CV2 minus DI2. Right? Now, what is Z parameters? V1 is equal to Z11 into I1 plus Z12 into I2. And also V2 is equal to Z21 into I1 plus Z22 into I2. Okay. So here I need to convert this equation, V1 equation, as a function of I1 and I2. It is a function of I1 and I2. So from this equation, V1 is equal to, it is having another variable which is not a function of this I1 and I2. So I need to convert this V2 using this equation. So you write from here you write, what is this? I1 is equal to CV2 minus DI2. From this, CV2 is equal to I1 plus DI2. So V2 is equal to I1 plus DI2 divided by C. Right? So you substitute this voltage value in this equation, that is A into V2 is I1 plus DI2 divided by C minus B into I2. Now this equation converts from these variables to this function of this I1 and I2. Now it is A divided by C into I1 plus AD by C into I2 minus B into I2. Now you see it is A by C into I1 plus AD minus BC divided by C into I2. So it is V1. So let us assume this equation is number 1. Okay, this is equation number 2. This is equation number 3. By comparing equation number 1 with this equation number 3, we can write Z11 is equal to A by C. Is it right? Z12 is equal to AD minus BC by C. Okay. Next, if you want to find out this Z21 and Z22 in terms of ABCD parameters, same, you use this equation. What is this equation? Let us assume this is equation number 4. Let us assume this is equation number 3 or 4. So from this fourth equation, V2 is equal to, from equation number 4, V2 is equal to 1 by C into I1 plus D by C into I2. It is fourth equation. Okay. Now compare equations 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now you see here, if I compare this equation number 1 with equation number 3, what happens? Z11 is equal to A by C. Is that right? The coefficient of I1 here is Z11. Here the coefficient of I1 here is A by C. Next, here the coefficient of I2 here is Z12. So Z12 is equal to the coefficient of I2 here is AD minus BC by, that is AD minus BC by C. Next, coming to this equation number 2 and equation number 4. If we compare these two, Z21 is equal to, it is 1 by C. Z22 is equal to, it is D by C. Right? Okay. So these are the Z parameters in terms of transmission line parameters. Now that means this is having another way of derivation. This is having one type of derivation. That means it is having one type of method, it is having another method. That means what I want to say here is, in general, if you want to find the relation between one parameter, that may be Z parameter, Y parameter, transmission or hybrid parameters, if you want to find out the relation between one parameters to the inverse of that parameters, we need to follow this procedure. If you want to find out the relation between one parameters to other parameters except the inverse of that parameters, we need to follow this type of method. Okay. Coming to the third one. What is the third one? That is relation between Z parameters in terms of hybrid parameters. Now this is the another method. If you want to find the relation between one parameter to the other parameter except the inverse of that parameters, I need to follow this procedure, the same procedure. Just now I derived this equation. Okay. So now you see, what is the hybrid parameters? V1, I2. Matrix V1, I2 is equal to hybrid parameters H11, H12, H21, H22. It is I1, V2. Right? So V1 is equal to H11 into I1 plus H12 into V2. Next, I2 is equal to H21 into I1 plus H22 into V2. Right. Next, what we know here, the relation between the equations for Z parameters, V1 is equal to Z11 into I1 plus Z12 into I2. Next, V2 is equal to Z21 into I1 plus Z22 into I2. Now, this is V1. I need to convert this equation in terms of I1 and I2 to compare with this equation. I need to convert this equation in terms of I1 and I2 to compare this equation to get this Z11, Z12. So here, this is V1, this H11, I1, H12, it is V2. I need to replace this V2 in terms of I1 and I2. So from this equation, you see, so V2 or H21 into I1 is equal to I2 minus H22 into V2. Sorry, I need to find this H22 V2. Sorry, H22 V2 is equal to I2 minus H21 into I1. V2 is equal to I2 minus H21 into I1 divided by H22. So you just substitute this V2 here. So now it is I2 minus H21 into I1 divided by H22. So now it is V1 is equal to H11 into I1 plus H12 divided by H22 into I2 minus H12 into H21 divided by H22 into I1. So you just take common here, H11 minus H12 into H21 divided by H22 into I1 plus H12 divided by H22 into I2, right? So let us assume it is equation number 1, this is equation number 2, this is equation number 3, and it is equation number 4. That is V2 is equal to, from this V2 is equal to it is minus H21 divided by H22 into I1 plus 1 by H22 into I2. Let us assume it is fourth equation. So by comparing 1 and 3 equations, by comparing equations 1 and 3, we can say that Z11 is equal to H11 minus H12 into H21 divided by H22. So this can be written as H11 into H22 minus H12 into H21 divided by H22. It is Z11. This can also be written as delta H. Okay, so it is about Z11. Next, coming to this Z12, coefficient of I2. What is the coefficient of I2 here? H12 divided by H22. Coefficient of I2, Z12. So now Z12 is equal to H12 divided by H2, right? Now similarly you compare equation number 2 with equation number 4. By comparing equations 2 and 4, Z21 is equal to minus H21 divided by H22. Z22 is equal to 1 by H22. Okay, so these are the Z parameters in terms of H parameters. So finally what I want to say here is, you see, I am going to find the relation between the one parameter to another parameters. There are 4 types of parameters mainly, that is Z parameters, Y parameters, transmission and hybrid parameters. If you want, there are 2 types of methods that we need to follow for finding the relation between the parameters. That is, it is first method is you need to follow one method for this type of relation. That means if you want to find out the relation between one parameters to inverse of that parameter, we'll have one type of method. And if you want to find out the relation between one parameter to other parameters except the inverse of that parameters, will have another type of method. This is another type of method. Okay. Similar fashion. Similarly, we can also find out the relation between Y parameters to next one, Y parameters in terms of Z parameters. If I want to find the Y parameters in terms of Z parameters, previously we found relation between Z parameters in terms of Y parameters, that is Z11. What is that Z11? Z11 is equal to, so you see, Z11 is equal to Y22 divided by delta Y. Z12, Z21 in terms of Y parameters. Now I want to find a relation between Y parameters in terms of Z parameters. That means what is the Y11 in terms of Z parameters? What is the Y12? What is the Y21, Y22 in terms of Z parameters? I am going to derive here. For that, here first you write relation V1 is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2. V2 is equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. Now Y parameters equation, I1 is equal to Y11 V1 plus Y12 V2. I2 is equal to Y21 V1 plus Y22 V2. Now you see, I need to convert these equations like this. If I want to convert these equations like this, just you write Cramer's rule, that is I1 is equal to this determinant. I1 is equal to, just you write this V1 and V2 here, first column. Here you write the same column here, that is Z12, Z22 divided by next the determinant of Z matrix, that is Z11, Z21, Z12, Z22. Similarly, if I want to find this I2 is equal to, just you write this column as it is, that is Z11 divided Z11, Z21. In place of this Z12, Z22, you write this V1 and V2. V1, V2 divided by, it is similar for both the cases. That is Z11, Z12, it is Z21, it is Z22. Now, this I1 is equal to V1 into Z22 minus Z12 into V2 divided by Z11, Z22, Z11, Z22 minus Z21, Z12. So now it is I1 is equal to Z22 divided by, let us assume it is delta Z. Delta Z is equal to Z11, Z22 minus Z21 into Z12. Z22, now it is I1 is equal to Z22 divided by delta Z into V1 plus it is minus Z12 divided by delta Z into V2. So let us assume this is equation number 1, it is equation number 2, it is equation number 3. Similarly, coming to this equation, that is I2 is equal to, it is Z11 into V2 minus Z21 into V1 divided by same thing, that is Z11, Z22 minus Z21, Z12. It is delta Z. So this is I2 is equal to Z11 divided by delta Z into V2 minus Z21 divided by delta Z into V1. So I2 is equal to, first you write V1 coefficient, that is minus Z21 divided by delta Z into V1 plus Z11 divided by delta Z into V2. So let us assume it is equation number 4. So compare equations 1 and 3. Compare equations 1 and 3. Now this y11, the coefficient of V1 is y11 is equal to Z22 divided by delta Z. This y12 is equal to minus Z12 divided by delta Z. Next, compare equations 2 and 4. Equations 2 and 4. y21 is equal to, it is minus Z21 divided by delta Z. Next, y22 quotient of V2 here is y22 is equal to Z11 divided by delta Z. So this is how we can find the relation between the y parameters in terms of Z parameters, like this. Okay. Now if you want to find out the relation between the y parameters and other than these inverse parameters, that means Z parameters, we'll have another method. Just we solve the we did the derivation for that method, right? Suppose if I want to find out the y parameters, second one is y parameters in terms of h parameters. Let us assume h parameters. Y parameters in terms of h parameters. Now you see I1 is equal to y11 v1 plus y12 v2. I2 is equal to y21 v1 plus y22 v2. Next, h parameters equations. Now you see here v1 is equal to v1 I2 I1 v2. So this is I1, this v2, is h11 plus h12, h21 into I1 plus h22 into v2. Now I need to convert these equations in terms of I need to convert these expressions like this. So from this equation v1 v2, okay, from this h11 into I1 is is equal to V1 minus H12 into V2. Now I1 is equal to 1 by H11 into V1 minus H12 divided by H11 into V2. So let us assume this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2, this is equation number 3. From this, I2 is equal to H21. Instead of this I1, write these things here. That is 1 by H11 into V1 minus H12 divided by H11 into V2 plus H22 into V2. Now I2 is equal to, this is a V1 coefficient, so take common H21 divided by H11 into V1 minus H12 into H21 divided by H11. If I take into V2 plus H22 into V2, H21 divided by H11 into V1 plus H22 H11 minus H12 H21 divided by H11. If I take LCM here, H11 as V2, so this will come. So this is I2. So let us assume this is equation number 4. So compare equations 1 and 3, comma 2 and 4. Now y11 coefficient of V1, coefficient of V1 is 1 by H11. Next, coefficient of V2, that is y12 is equal to minus H12 divided by H11. Here from this, y21 is equal to H21 divided by H11. y22 is equal to H11 H22 minus H12 H21 divided by H1. So these are the 4 parameters, that is y parameters in terms of h parameters. Okay, this is how we can find the relation between one parameters to the other parameters. Now I want to discuss the ABCD parameters. The ABCD parameters in terms of inverse of that parameters, that is inverse transmission parameters, or the transmission parameters in terms of inverse transmission parameters. Now you see here the transmission parameters. What are the transmission parameters? V1 is equal to here it is V1 and V2 I2. Okay, is A V2 minus B I2, C V2 minus D I2. So what are the equations of inverse transmission parameters? Just it is V2, it is I2, it is A dash V1 minus B dash I1, C dash V1 minus D dash I1. So these are the inverse transmission parameters. Now I want to find the relation between these two parameters. That means I want to represent these ABCD parameters in terms of A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash parameters. Now I want to convert. So for this type of relation, I need to use first method, that is here V1 is equal to you substitute V2 and V2 right. Now here you see, take this one as b dash d dash. Why? Because I am just writing these equations like this: a dash v1 plus b dash into minus I1. Similarly, c dash v1 plus d dash minus I1. Okay, divided by a dash b dash c dash d dash. Right. Next one, it is, instead of writing I1, now I am writing minus I1. It's minus I1 is equal to, so you know you represent this a dash d dash, you write here a dash d dash v2 I2, so it is v2 I2 divided by, same thing here, this a dash b dash c dash d dash. Okay, next, here from this you write here v1 is v2 d dash minus I2 d dash divided by a dash b dash a dash d dash minus b dash c dash. This is equal to a dash I2 minus c dash v2 divided by a dash d dash minus b dash c dash. Okay, now this is the determinant of inverse transmission parameters. So let us assume it is delta t dash. It is also delta t dash. Delta t is transmission line parameters determinant, that is AD minus BC. Delta t dash is inverse transmission lines determinant, a dash d dash minus b dash c dash. So now from this v1 is equal to, in terms of v2 and I2. So here it is b dash divided by delta t dash into v2 minus p dash divided by delta t dash into I2. So let us take this as the equation number 1, it is the equation number 2. Let us assume this is the equation number 3. Coming to this one, minus I1 is equal to a dash, sorry, first you write this minus c dash divided by delta t dash into v2 plus a dash divided by delta t dash into I2. So now I1 is equal to c dash divided by delta t dash into v2 minus a dash divided by delta t dash into I2. Let us assume it is fourth equation. So by comparing 1, 2, 3, 4 equations, now a is equal to d dash divided by delta t dash, and b is equal to b dash divided by delta t dash, c is equal to c dash divided by delta t dash, d is equal to a dash divided by delta t dash. So these are the representation of the transmission line parameters in terms of inverse transmission line parameters, right? A is equal to d dash divided by t dash, delta t dash, b is equal to b dash divided by delta t dash, c is equal to same c dash divided by delta t dash, d is equal to a dash divided by delta t dash. So it's right. Okay. Now this is the concept of interrelation between the parameters. You can also find the hybrid parameters in terms of ABCD parameters, hybrid parameters in terms of Y parameters, Z parameters, hybrid parameters in terms of inverse of hybrid parameters. You can find by using the same procedures just we discussed now. Next thing here is is interconnections. Interconnection of these two port networks. How to connect? Interconnection of two port networks. You see here there is one two port network here which is named as N1, another two port network here that is named as, let us assume it is N1 dash, let us assume like that, or N2 we can also represent, let us take it is N2. So it is N1, it is N2. Okay, now the inputs they have two terminals, the output will have two terminals. It is also having the inputs two terminals, it is having the outputs two terminals. So let us take this is 1 dash, 2 dash. Okay, sorry, you don't represent this one 1 dash like that. So this is V1 and it is I1. Okay, so it is V2, it is I2. Here for this let us take this one as V1 dash, because it is another network named as N2 having the input voltage V1 dash, having the input current I1 dash, output voltage V2 dash, output current I2 dash. Okay, now in this interconnection of two port networks there are some interconnections. That is first one, cascade connection. Second one, series connection. Third one, parallel connection. Fourth one, series parallel connection. Fifth one, parallel series connection. So 5 types of connections are there to connect two port networks. First let us discuss cascade connection. Here you see, from these networks, if I connect these networks like this, so that will form cascade connection. So this is the cascade connection. So for this cascade connection, my main intention here is to find the parameters of this combination of these two networks. My main intention here is to find the parameters of the combination of these two networks. Z parameters will be there, Y parameters, ABCD parameters, hybrid parameters, like that. There are different types of parameters will be there. So for this connection, which parameters are easier to find, I am going to discuss here. For this cascade connection, it is better to find the transmission parameters, or inverse transmission parameters. Why? Because the calculating the transmission parameters or inverse transmission parameters for this type of connection, that is cascade connection, is easier when compared to calculation of YZ parameters and hybrid parameters. Once if you are able to find these transmission parameters, By using the interrelation between the other parameters, you are able to find y parameters, z parameters, hybrid parameters. Inverse of this hybrid parameters also can be calculated. So here what I want to say here is, for this cascade connection, it is better to calculate the transmission parameters or inverse transmission parameters. So how to calculate these transmission parameters? In this calculation, you are able to understand why only these transmission parameters are calculated for this cascade connection. Other than that means z parameters, y parameters, hybrid parameters are somewhat difficult to calculate for this combination. Let me discuss here. So here, for this connection, for this cascade connection, we know that V2 is equal to V1 dash. Why? Because these two are connected parallelly. The output of this voltage is given as input for this network. The output of this network N1 is given as an input for this network N2. So V2 is equal to V1 dash. And this is the direction of I2 and this is the direction of I1 dash. Both are in opposite direction, so that here it is I2 is equal to minus I1 dash. This is the condition. Now the transmission parameters. Now you see here the transmission parameters for this network. See, for network N1, transmission parameters V1 I1 is equal to, let us assume the transmission parameters for this network N1 are A1, B1, C1, D1. Okay, A, B, C, D, and V2 it is minus I2. Is it okay? For network N1, this is the equations. V1 I1 is equal to A1, B1, C1, D1, V2 minus I2. Next, for network N2. So for network N2, the inputs V1 dash, I1 dash. So here it is V1 dash, is I1 dash. That is equal to, let us assume the ABCD parameters or transmission line parameters for this network N2 are A2, B2, C2, D2, and here the outputs are V2 dash minus I2 dash. Okay, but we know that V2 is equal to V1 dash, or V1 dash is equal to V2, right? So from this you substitute these equations, that is V1 dash is equal to V2, that is V2, I1 dash is equal to minus I2, so it is minus I2, that is equal to the same things, A2, B2, C2, D2 is V2 dash minus I2 dash. So let us take this as equation number 1, it is equation number 2. So you just substitute this V2 minus I2 matrix with this equation number 2, V2 I2 minus I2 is equal to this one. So now V1 I1 is equal to A1, B1, C1, D1 from equation number 1 and 2. So up to here A1, B1, C1, D1, V1 I1 is equal to into V2 minus I2. Here V2 minus I2, you replace this with this one, A2, B2, C2, D2, it is V2 dash minus I2 dash. So finally the equivalent ABCD parameters for the combination of these networks can be calculated by multiplying individual transmission parameters. Here the input voltage V1 I1, the output here is V2 dash minus I2 dash, V2 dash minus I2 dash. So this is the equivalent transmission line parameters for this type of connection, that is for this cascade connection. So the multiplication, all right, okay. So the ABCD parameters, the ABCD are the transmission line parameters for this cascade connection or for this combination of these two network connections. That is equal to A1, V1, C1, D1. That is A2, B2, C2, D2. Okay. So this is how we can calculate these ABCD parameters or transmission line parameters for this type of connection. That means for the cascade connection, it is better to calculate transmission parameters or inverse transmission parameters. Once you know about this, about the values of these transmission parameters, you are able to find out the other parameters, that is Y parameters, Z parameters, hybrid parameters, using the interrelation between the parameters. Next, how to find the inverse of this inverse transmission parameters for this network. Inverse transmission parameters for the cascade connection, connection. For the cascade connection, you see the input here is V1 I1, output here is V2 dash I2 dash for this combination. Okay, only if you take only this network, then how will be the inverse transmission parameters for network 1 N1, for network N1. Inverse transmission line parameters, that is V2 I2 is equal to, let us assume A1 dash, B1 dash, C1 dash, D1 dash are the inverse transmission line parameters for this network N1. That is equal to V1 minus I1. For network 1, this is the matrix form which represents the ABCD parameters of this network. Next, for network N2, V2 dash, the output voltage here is V2 dash, output current here is V2 dash, I2 dash, that is equal to this one. Let us assume A2 dash, B2 dash, C2 dash, D2 dash. These are the inverse transmission line parameters for this network N2. Now this is what is this here? That is the input here is V1 dash minus I1 dash, and we know that V2 is equal to what we know here from this cascade connection. V2 is equal to V1 dash, I2 is equal to minus I1 dash. You just substitute this, that is V2 dash from network N2 I2 dash is equal to this A2 dash, B2 dash, C2 dash, D2 dash. Instead of writing V1 dash, you write a V2 here. Instead of writing minus I1 dash, you write I2 here. I2. So let us assume this is equation number 1, this number 2. So in place of V2 and I2, using this equation number 1, you substitute this one here. That is V2 dash, I2 dash is equal to A2 dash, B2 dash, C2 dash, D2 dash. This is A1 dash, B1 dash, C1 dash, D1 dash, V1 minus I1, right? So output voltage and current, output voltage and current, input voltage and current. So for this let us assume It is A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash. V1 minus I1, P2 dash, A2 dash, where these A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash are the inverse ABCD parameters or inverse transmission line parameters for the combination of this total network N1 and N2. That means for this cascade connection, the inverse transmission line parameters are A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash. To find out these inverse transmission line parameters, just you multiply the individual inverse transmission line parameters like this. First I need to write these inverse transmission line parameters of N2. After that I need to write these inverse transmission line parameters of N1. If you multiply these two, then you will get the equivalent inverse transmission line parameters of this cascade connection. Right. Previously, if I want to find out the equivalent transmission line parameters of this cascade connection, just you need to multiply the transmission line parameters of N1 first and the transmission line parameters of N2 second. A1, V1, C1, D1 like this. In case of inverse transmission line parameters, just it will be reverses. This matrix will come first, this matrix will come after completion of this, after the this matrix. Okay. So here this is the way of finding the equivalent parameters for this cascade connection. This is a way of analyzing the cascade connection. Next, coming to the series connection. Let me explain about the series connection. Series connection. How will be the series connection? You see, this is one network, it is another network. Okay, it is having one port, it is having another port, it is also having one port, it is also having another port. You can observe here that this is connecting like this, these two are connected like this. This is network N1, this network N2. Both are two port networks. It is one port and it is another port. Here also the same thing. So here, see, in case of series connection, if you want to say the two elements are connected in series, the currents should be same in both the elements and the voltages have to be divided. Suppose these two resistors are connected in series like this. Whatever the current that is flowing through this is I. The same current is flowing through this resistance. And the voltage here is V1, here it is V2. If you apply some voltage V here, the voltages are divided, but the current is same in both the resistors. Right? In a similar fashion, in series connection of these two port networks, whatever the current that is flowing in N1 network is, let us assume it is I1, the same current will flow here also. So let us assume actually what is the rotation here. Here it is V1, voltage here is V1, here it is V1 dash, here it is V2, here it is V2 dash. The voltages are divided here, voltages are different, current is same, whatever the current is flowing, same current is flowing here also, I1, here also I1. So here it is, let us take I1 dash, which is equal to I1. Here it is I2, the same current here also, that is I2 dash is equal to I. And the combination, for this total combination, the voltage here is V1, the voltage here is V2. Okay, sorry, okay, let us take it is V1 dash, V1 double dash, it is V2 V2 dash, V2 double dash. Okay, let us take it is I1 dash, I1 double dash, I2 dash, I2 double dash is equal to I2. Okay, for easiest understanding. Okay, right. Now, how to analyze this series connection? Analyzation means calculation of the parameters, Z parameters, Y parameters, ABCD and H parameters, which is easier to calculate. Here I can say that calculation of Z parameters is easier for this type of connection when compared to calculation of other parameters, that is Y parameters, ABCD parameters or hybrid parameters. Calculation is somewhat difficult. Calculation of Z parameters is easier. How it is easier, let me discuss here. Now you can see total voltage here is V1. Voltages are divided here, V1 dash, V1 double dash. Here also the voltage is, total voltage is V2, V2 dash, V2 double dash. Whatever the current that is flowing through this network N1, the same current will be replicated here. That is I1 double dash is equal to I1 dash. This current is equal to this current. Here also the same thing, I2 dash is equal to the same current, I2 double dash is equal to I2 dash. Now conditions here, that is V1 is equal to V1 dash plus V1 double dash. V2 is equal to V2 dash plus V2 double dash. From this, V2 is equal to V2 dash plus V2 double dash. V1 is equal to V1 dash plus V1 double dash. Next, I1 dash, I1 double dash is equal to this one. I1 double dash is equal to I1 dash. Here I2 double dash is equal to I2 double dash is equal to I2 dash. So these are the conditions. So now let us write the Z parameters for network N1. For network N1, V1 dash is equal to V1 dash I1 dash matrix form is equal to, let us assume the Z parameters for this network N1 is Z11 dash, Z12 dash, Z21 dash, Z22 dash, and the output voltage is here, sorry, it is V1 dash, V2 dash, V1 dash, V2 dash. Here it is I1 dash, it is I2 dash. These are the Z parameters. Okay. Now for this network N2, for network N2, V1 double dash, V2 double dash is equal to Z11 double dash, Z12 double dash, Z21 double dash, Z22 double dash. These are the Z parameters for this network N2. These are the Z parameters for this network N1. Now it is I1 double dash input voltage, I2 double dash output, sorry, input current, output current. Now you add these two equations here. This equation number 1, equation number 2. Okay. Or what is this I1 double dash? Now you see here, what is this I1 double dash is equal to I1 dash. What is this I2 double dash is equal to I2 dash. You substitute the equation Z1 double dash, Z12 double dash, Z21 double dash, Z22 double dash. Is instead of writing I1 double dash, I am writing I1 dash here. I1 dash, I2 double dash is equal to I2 dash here. Now let us assume this is the equation number 2. Now it is V1 double dash, V2 double dash. Add by adding equations 1 and 2. What we get here? V1 dash, V2 dash plus V1 double dash, V2 double dash is equal to Z11 dash, Z12 dash, Z21 dash, Z22 dash into I1 dash, I2 dash plus Z11 double dash, Z12 double dash, Z21 double dash, Z22 double dash, this I1 dash, I2 dash. Now you see it is V1 dash plus V1 double dash, V2 dash plus V2 double dash. V1 dash plus V1 double dash is equal to V1. V2 dash plus V2 double dash is equal to V2. Just I am writing here it is V1, it is V2. Why? Because V1 is equal to V1 dash plus V1 double dash. V2 is equal to V2 dash plus V2 double dash. Now you take a common here I1 dash and I2 dash here. It will become Z11 dash, Z12 dash, Z21 dash, Z22 dash plus Z11 double dash, Z12 double dash, Z21 dash double dash, Z22 double dash. It is I1 dash, I2 dash. So V1, V2, V1 is this voltage, V2 is this voltage. That means for the combination of these two networks is series connection. For this series connection of these networks, input voltage is V1, input current is V2. Next, input current is I1 dash, output current is I2 dash, right? So the Z parameters for the combination of these networks, this type of connection networks, can be calculated by adding directly the Z parameters of this network N1 with the Z parameters of this network N2. Finally, what I want to say here is, if I want to find out the Z parameters for the series connection of these two networks, just we need to add the Z parameters of N1 with the Z parameters of N2 here. Okay, so it will become like this: Z11, Z12, Z21, Z22. Here it is I1 dash, I2 dash, here it is V1, V2, right? So this Z11, Z12, Z21, Z22, these are the Z parameters of the combination of these two networks or the series connection of these two networks. This is the Z parameters which can be obtained by adding the Z parameters of N1 with Z parameters of N2. Alright, so that is about the series connection of Z networks. Next, coming to the parallel connection. Parallel connection. In this parallel connection, how to connect the networks? You see, this is the two-port network. Let us take it is N1. This is another two-port network. Let us take this is N2 or N1 dash, whatever. N2. Let us take it is N2. This is one port, another port, so that it will become as a two-port network. Here also it is one port, it is another port. Sorry, it is one port, it is another port. Okay. So let us take in this parallel connection, two resistors or two elements are said to be parallel if and only if the voltage between these two elements are same and the currents are divided here. It is I1, it is I2. Right, currents are divided but the voltage is same. Now you see here, let us assume the voltage for this one, let us assume it is V1. The same voltage will be present here also. So in such case, you just connect like this. If you connect like this one is connected to this one is connected to this one. So whatever the voltage that is present across these two terminals, the same voltage will be present across these two terminals. So let us assume it is V1 dash. It is V1 dash. Okay, so it is V1 dash. It is V1 dash. Then it is V1 double dash. Let us assume like this. V1 double dash. Now whenever the current that is coming at this point, let us assume it is I1. One current is going like this, that is I1 dash, and another current is going in this direction, that is I1 double dash. Let us assume that is I1 double dash. One current is deviating like this, another current is flowing like this. Among the total current, one current is flowing in this direction, another current is flowing in this direction. Right? Okay. Next, in similar way, these two have to be connected. Right? So let us take, this is V2 dash, it is V2 double dash. Now the total current entering in here is, let us take, it is I2. So this is the combination of I2 dash which is flowing in this direction, and one current is deviating like this, so this is nothing but I2 double dash. Okay, so this is the parallel connection of two port networks. Now you see here the conditions here are I1 is equal to I1 dash plus I1 double dash, I1 dash plus I1 double dash. Next, here also I2 is equal to I2 dash plus I2 double dash, I2 dash plus I2 double dash. Next, let us take V1 dash is equal to V1 double dash is equal to V1. Whatever the voltage that is present across these two terminals, the same voltage will be present across these two terminals also. So V1 dash is equal to V1 double dash, that is equal to, let us take, that is V1. V2 dash in a similar way, V2 dash is equal to V2 double dash, that is equal to V2. Now you write Y parameters for these networks. So now I1 dash, it is the input current, I2 dash output current, that is equal to, let us take the Y parameters for this network N1 are Y11 dash, Y12 dash, Y21 dash, Y22 dash into V1 dash input voltage, V2 dash output voltage. Similarly, I1 double dash, I2 double dash, that is equal to, for this network N2, the Y parameters Y11 double dash, Y12 double dash, Y21 double dash, Y22 double dash. Here it is same thing, whatever the voltage that is present across this V1 double dash, it is V1 double dash, V2 double dash. But we know that V1 double dash is equal to V1 dash is equal to V1. Alright, so this can be written as Y11 double dash, Y1 dash plus Y12 dash, Y21 dash, Y22 dash, it is V1 V2. In a similar fashion, it is also Y11 double dash, Y12 double dash, Y21 double dash, Y22 double dash. It is V1 double dash is equal to V1 dash is equal to V1, it is V2. Okay, now let us take, it is equation number 1, it is equation number 2. Add equations 1 and 2. Now you see here I1 dash, I2 dash plus I1 double dash, I2 double dash is equal to y11 dash y12 dash y21 dash y22 dash into v1 v2 plus y11 double dash y12 double dash y21 double dash y22 double dash. It is v1 v2. Okay, you know that I1 dash plus I1 double dash is equal to I1. So here I will write I1, I2 dash plus I2 double dash, I2 dash plus I2 double dash is equal to I2. It is I2 is equal to, just you take v1 v2 common here, y11 dash y12 dash y21 dash y22 dash plus y11 double dash y12 double dash y21 double dash y22 double dash into v1 v2. Okay, so this v1, this v2, this is the v1 dash is equal to v1 double dash is equal to v1 input voltage, v2 dash is equal to v2 double dash is equal to v2 output voltage. Okay, right. So this is v2, also it is v2, this is v1, this is also v1, right? So I1 is input current, I2 is output current. So the combination for this parallel combination, if you want to find out the equivalent y parameters for this parallel combination, just you can add the y parameters of network N1 with the y parameters of network N2. Thereby you can get the equivalent y parameters for this parallel combination. Okay, so that is y11, y12, y21, y22. This is I1, I2, it is v1, v2. Okay, so this is how we can find out the parameters, y parameters in case of parallel connection of the networks, the z parameters in case of series connection of the networks, the cascade for this cascade connection, we can find out the transmission parameters or inverse transmission parameters by multiplying the transmission parameters of N1 with the transmission parameters of N2. In case of series connection, by adding the z parameters of N1 with the z parameters of N2, we can get the equivalent z parameters for the combination of that networks. But in case of parallel connection, y parameters need to be added to get the equivalent y parameters. Okay, so this is about series parallel cascade connection of these networks. Next class I will explain this parallel series combination, series parallel combination. Okay, right.